She felt a clump in her breast while in the bathroom. She went for a medical checkup and the tests confirmed her fears. She had breast cancer. Although she went through the treatment, which included cutting off her breast, the worst was to come from her colleagues, who always put it to her face that she had one breast. Luswata bore the brunt of abuses and stigma. It all started in December of 2014 when 53-year-old Luswata went for a detailed health checkup at Uganda Cancer Institute after feeling a lump in her right breast while having a bath. The outcome was positive.
There were so many thoughts that went through my mind. In fact, I cried a bit when I was told that I had cancer. I was so shocked. I was scared. So many thoughts went through my mind. I knew I was dying. And I didn't know what to do, actually. I was at a loss. And luckily, I called one of my friends. I told her I had cancer. Then that is when she told me to talk to a friend of ours, Margaret Okello, who had gone through the same ordeal of discovering that she had breast cancer in both breasts. Yes, then I contacted Margaret Okello and she counseled me. That is when I got some relief and stopped fearing, because I became so fearful when I was told I had breast cancer.
Luswata's right breast was cut off to save her life. She says her family was shaken by the news of having breast cancer, but was supportive along the way. However, the teacher by profession was stigmatized at work to the point of losing her job.
I had sores in my mouth and I had to go and stand before a classroom and teach them and pretend as if I was well. It was not easy. Then, due to that sickness, I missed some 2 lessons. When I missed the 2 lessons, my employers called me to the office and told me they didn't want to terminate me, but that I should resign my job.
Luswata believes her poor diet could be one of the factors that exposed her to breast cancer.
I was told you I'm a single lady, so I wasn't really very faithful with my meals. Eating a full meal, I would just go have quick fast foods, and I think that contributed. I don't know, but I think it contributed too.
The month of October is globally recognized as the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but are Ugandans really aware about breast cancer?
It affects the breast of women.
Does it also come to us men? Really?
Actually, I just heard from someone telling me that you feel pain in your breast. That's all I know about breast cancer.
The medical experts state that these are the risk factors that expose one to breast cancer.
Its main risk factor is family history. It runs in families. So if somebody comes from a family where an individual has suffered from breast cancer, chances are this person could have a gene responsible for breast cancer. Then the second risk factor for breast cancer is obesity or high body weight. Risk factor number 3 is minimal physical activity. And that goes, hand in hand with obesity and being overweight.
Dr. Mujisha revealed that delayed pregnancy also increases the risk of breast cancer among women, stressing that at least a woman should have conceived by 40 years old.
During pregnancy, the body takes a break from the high levels of estrogen hormone, because evidence has shown us that the longer the breast cells are exposed to high levels of estrogen, the greater the risk of them turning into breast cancer cells.
He also cited not breastfeeding and alcohol consumption as other risk factors of breast cancer. He called upon the public to substitute high-fat diets like excess meat, chicken, fast foods, large quantities of carbohydrates and proteins, with fruits and vegetables. Mujisha further advises the public to do simple home checks and seek medical attention the moment they realize anything strange in their breasts.
It will just be a discrete swelling that you can feel. like a small stone or a pea or a bean seed. And usually when it's cancer, it's a cancer swelling, it's hard. You can't press it and feel it soft. Yeah? Usually when it's a cancer swelling, it's not mobile. It doesn't move when you try to move it. But the bottom line is, any swelling in the breast, bring it to a musao, bring it to a doctor, bring it to a health worker. Let's see what it is.
Breast cancer patients normally undergo 4 modalities of treatment depending on the stage of cancer. These include surgery to remove the cancer tumor if it is detected early, chemotherapy where cancer drugs are injected into the body through the blood vessel, then radiotherapy where the part that has breast cancer is exposed to high energy radiation to destroy the cancer cells, and hormonal therapy where the hormonal drugs are given to patients to block the receptors of estrogen and progesterone hormones. The good news though is that breast cancer is curable, and more good news is that the treatment is available at the Uganda Cancer Institute at Mulago for free of charge.
I talked of surgery, chemotherapy, radiotherapy. So we find that we have all those services within, and then also the awareness, the screening and the awareness is also done here on a daily basis. But all these services are free of charge unless you come in as a private patient. You want to be treated privately.
The Institute's public relations officer, Christine Amlinda, further revealed that the Institute is open 24 hours, 7 days a week, and Ugandans can access the treatment anytime. She further cautioned clinical officers against bribes, and patients too were cautioned against paying clinicians to prioritize them at the expense of others.
A clinician asks for money. My number is written everywhere. We have a WhatsApp number, 0706 9170 067. You can call, you can WhatsApp, you can send a text in case that happens.
The fight against breast cancer is on, and Ugandans have been urged to initiate cancer awareness services at the Uganda Cancer Institute for the communities that could have been left out.
The comprehensive community cancer program, where we move into communities. We have a schedule for moving into communities. But if you feel the Cancer Institute is being slow into getting into your community, please initiate, we shall come.
The Uganda Cancer Institute currently has over 40,000 patients undergoing treatment. Now, this report was compiled by Victoria Namtevi for New Vision TV.